This nifty chart that you're seeing was prepared on the 24th of September, okay, and the PRZ that was given here is 17943.5 to 17986 and stop loss 18,035 hourly candle. What I've done is, since there are a lot of candles, I've just uh, made it into a 4 hours chart. Okay, it's the same pattern that was there is on the 1 hour candle. Now, and also last week we spoke about two things. One, this is a PR reset that we need to watch, important, as far as Nifty is not able to close above 17,986. We will assume that Nifty all time high is done. Okay, that is only an assumption. And as I said, when we talk about PR reset, we are only talking about a potential reversal zone, and we are not here to determine whether all time high is done or not. Okay, since the market is at all time high and there is a PR reset which is it is respecting, as far as this is respected, we assume that it is done. Okay, that is a disclaimer, number one. Number two, I think we had a Nifty weekly chart, right? This is the chart where I said that if at all we close above 17,986 or 17,987, then probably the reversal zone that we may look at is around 18,372 to 18,487. This is the next level. If at all Nifty closes above the all-time high, current all-time high, and also above 17,987, okay, only then this reversal zones comes into picture. So for now we will park it. We will assume that we are maintaining our we are holding the current PR reset, which is this level, right? And you can see that how many points it has given till now, right? From 17,943.5 it came and it fell to 17,454. Huge fall. That's around 500 points fall, right? Close to 500 points fall. And then again we have seen a 500 points rally back from almost 50. Let's round it up to 17,450, and 17,941 is close to again 500 points, right? So this is still being respected. Now, if you see 4 times on the hourly chart, 4 hourly chart, it has failed to close above the PR reset zone. Okay, neither is your, let's mark the stop loss line here, and this is, since it was a hourly chart, I will still go with a stop loss of 18,035 hourly candle closing basis. Okay, now that's the stop loss line. Okay, now if you see, as I said, 4 times it has failed. 1, 2, 3 and 4 times it has failed. Now this candle that we are seeing, right, let me make it a box. So let's say this level. This is a tweezer top and a tweezer bottom candle. We call it a tweezer top and tweezer bottom because the two tops are almost same, right? Here you can see 17,941. Here it is 17,935. The low of this is 17,840 and this is 17,844. So what does it mean? On Monday, these two, the high of Friday and the low of Friday, become very important. That means if we break 17,840, we are going down. If we break 17,945 or let's say 943.5 and sustain above it, or the previous high, the high was here around 17,947. So let us round it off to 17,950. Then we are probably inching towards this number or maybe 18,035, and chances of falling down is high, or we close above 18,000 and then we look at the weekly PR is at second chart that we were talking about, right? So these are the two possibilities. Now, what could happen probably is that uh, we may, okay, let us try to see if there is any pattern again here. Let's say something like this. You can see that 18,005, okay, so probably 17,986 to 18,005 may be a critical level to watch, from where a chance of fall is again possible if at all we cross 17,950. Okay, so that is to be watched, number one. Number two, if you break 17,840, we are headed for a good fall. And what is that fall? Let's try to make an assumption, assuming that we are not breaking Friday's high, then probably the bare minimum to watch will be 17,555 and up to 17,658 levels or 640 levels. Okay, now if you look at, let me just push it a little here and let me make it a little bit bigger here. Now you see that some trend lines I have drawn. From here to here I have connected a trend line, right, which is actually crossing here. So if you take this 4-hourly chart, then the next candle forms here, then it is forming here, right? So probably around 1:30 in the afternoon, or between 12:30 and probably 3:30, there is a chance that we may test 17,658 or 17,697 to 17,658. So if at all you see a fall to this level, you can long Nifty with a stop loss of 17,640 closing basis. Okay, so this number becomes your closing basis stop loss for going long. So either I go long above 17,950 if it sustains over there, and then keep a watch whether Nifty is able to cross 18,005, 18,035, which is the stop loss that we have given here, hourly candle basis. So you may have a 75 point kind of profit to make above 17,950, but a fall below 17,840 can attract a bare minimum of 150 points, which is coming to this level, or could be, there are two things that can happen. One, it can take support at 17,755 and then touch something like this. You can see here there is a trend line I have drawn here. You can see the trend line here. So probably something like this is possible. I'm just making an assumption and I may be wrong. That's okay to be wrong. Okay, something like this. And then let me change the color. And then probably start moving up again, right? Something like this. We get into the PR reset again. Or we start falling like this and touch this line at 17,660 levels, and then with a stop loss of 17,640 closing basis, you can stay long, and then probably we will see going back like this, bare minimum. So that means are we bearish on Nifty as such? No, not until we break 17,510, okay, which will form a pattern probably. So what could happen is, you can let me try to make something for you and show you what can be a probability, right? One, this could be a probability, it goes something like this, or maybe makes a new all-time high wherever level, I don't know, and then comes back to break this B point and start going down towards this level here. So 17,510 becomes a very, very important level on closing basis, number one. Okay, that's as far as it is holding above that, Nifty is fine, number one. Number two, the most critical levels to watch. Okay, now I'm going to delete the all these things I've made here so that we don't get confused. And let me remove the Fibo also that I've drawn. So I've told you, until we don't break 17500 on closing basis, we are safe, number one. Now let us shrink this chart and see here, these two candles again, right? Something like this become very important. See the look at the high of this candle, 17556. Look at this, 17551. So 17750 looks to be a good support. Look at the candle, this candle's low, 17525. Okay, 725. So that level, and then the low of these two candles. Look at this 17. Let me move this little bit here. Look at this low, 17454, and look at this 17460, and this is a very important level. That means 17450 is becoming a very good base, number one. Okay, initially when we started analyzing, our base was at 17250, then it started going up to 17375. Now the base has become 17450 to 17500, right? So as far as we are not breaking that, we are good. And then what is important is, let us string this further. You can see, right, Nifty was making a flag and pole. Let's like mark it like this. Okay, this was a flag and pole. Okay, I'm just marking the smaller pole. The bigger pole is still down, right? This bigger pole is somewhere here or here, right? Let's like, okay. Now this was a flag and pole breakout from where Nifty started going up. Now what are the levels? The lower level of the flag is 17256. Here it is 17270, right? And then this level, the upper end of the flag was 17435, and look at this candle, 17438, and we broke close about it, boom, after that, right? And now you can very clearly see that then what happens. So what do we infer from this? 17454, which is the low of these two candles, or 17450, and the high of this candle is 17435 here. So this becomes a very, very, very strong area of demand. Okay, so 17450 to 17, let's say 17460 to 17435 or 430 become a very, very important demand zone. So it is not going to be that easy to break that level. Okay, that's more important. So any dips, so if you look at the post that I posted at 17470, I'll try to find the post for you. Why I said we will buy there, 17470. Look at here. Bought Nifty spot at bought Nifty reference spot at 17470 with closing basis stop loss of 17300, right? So the reason for confidently buying at this number is because the demand area is here. It tested, it just came to the demand area and went back, right? So the demand area is very clear, 17460 to 17435 or 30 is a very strong demand area, number one. The bigger demand area is up to 14250, the lower end of the flag, right? Now as far as this is protected, we are not bearish at all. And then this level 17,055, you can see it was going up, it just came down, retraced, and that retracement level is 17,053 or 55, whatever. Let's round it out to 17,050. So as far as Nifty is above 17,000, right? Every single opportunity should be bought in. Now, it may look very weird. 900 points range from where we are talking now, right? That is 17,950 levels and 17,050 levels.
17,000.
Can you please unmute yourself?
Can you please unmute yourself?
So my voice is echoing, sir.
So my voice is echoing, sir.
Okay. Now, so when I say this, now, why should we worry about all that levels? Are we going to fall till this level? We don't know. But I'm saying downside areas are these areas. So until we break 17,250, this has been my post all the time, that until we break 17,250 on closing basis, we are not very bearish on Nifty. I will buy every single opportunity I get on dips to the levels I told you, which is 17,510, 17,500, 17,450 and below levels. Up to 17,250 will be my buying levels. I will buy all these dips. The moment we close below this, the first indication that we are really going to do bad will be indication closing below 17,450, this demand area, right? The reason for saying that is, let me try to tell you. I'm going to save it as a copy. I'm going to delete all these things, and now this is a plain chart, right? Why 17,450 becomes an important level? Here you go. This is the level. Let me knock it off. Show text. Okay. Now, if this is my chart, right? What can happen is that if you go from here to here, you can see it reversed at 0.786 levels, right? Now, and if I take a lower swinger here, this swing, it is 0.5, that is 50%. So for the gap up level from here, or let's pull it down here a little bit. Yeah, the gap up happened here, and we got a rally till here 17,947. So if I draw a FIBO from the bottom area, which is 16,768, to the all-time high that we made, this point is the 0.5 degrees, 0.5 levels, right? Now what can happen is, why this is very important, if at all we close below this, right, which is 17,450, then we may form something like this. Possibly 17,020, and that is what we had as one of the trend lines in the previous chart I was showing you, right? So breaking 17,250 will open gates for 17,000, and that becomes a very, very important level to watch. So major bearishness is only below 17,000 levels, and if at all we break 17,000 levels, right, we open up gates for 16,040 levels. So let me pull this a little bit down. Let me delete. Okay, let's go here. Let me take this as a swing low and this as a swing high. Now what, as I told you, so you can see here, this level, no, 16,785 or 16,800, that is a bare minimum target that you can expect. The day we break 17,250. So 17,000, small consolidation will happen, finally 17,000 will break, and this bare minimum target you will see. So what is the trade now? That's the next question, right? Now the trade is very simple. What we were looking at, I told you that as far as our charts or our PRZ zones are respected, any rise to this level, getting back into the PRZ is a shorting area. I will short with a minimum stop loss with a hedge, and play it until it closes above 18,000 levels. Right? Hourly candle closing above 18,035 and breaking the high of that candle till that level, I will hold my shorts. So, what is the overall view? The overall view is very simple. The overall view is sell on rise, buy on dips, both. That is because any dips to 17, 450, 470, 500 levels should be bought into. At the same time, this is exactly what is happening, right? Look at here. From here we went here to 17,947, fell to 450 levels. Again we have gone back to 950 levels, close to 950 levels, right? So a sell here is a much smaller risk for a better reward. So for a trader, what is important is your risk reward ratio, right? So my risk here on the shorter side with 18,035 hourly candle closing basis is a good risk reward ratio trade, and I can look for this as a target, at least this as a target, which is good, which is 200 points, right? So that's my trade, and if it hits stop loss, it's fine. It has given me enough points, so it's okay to get hit. So nobody can predict the markets accurately, and it's fine. If I'm wrong, that's all. Accept the stop loss and move on, that's all. So that is the Nifty trade. Now I'll open it for questions on Nifty specifically, on whatever I spoke. If you have any question, you can ask me now. Anyone?
Sir, this is Ravi here.
Yes, Ravi.
So this is a general question on Nifty, or in general the way you analyze the charts. Sometimes you choose daily charts, sometimes you choose hourly and 4 hourly. Like, how do you choose that? How do you decide whether to go with 4 hourly chart analysis or hourly chart analysis, sir?
See, very simple. Okay, first thing, I don't go below hourly chart. Okay, so this chart on September 24th was made on a hourly chart that you can see here. So how it was looking like 743.5, right? Sorry, 17943.5. Here, this was the hourly chart when this was marked, and then a lot of candles have come up. Now this 1 hourly chart is what I am showing you as a 4 hourly chart now. So I am using an hourly chart. So this is a bearish pattern that I found, right? While Nifty was hitting 70 levels of RSI and all that, right? So I was getting two patterns matching, and it did respect it, and that's all. So, and then I've already shown you a weekly also. So I'm prepared that, and my weekly charts also were matching my hourly chart that I showed you, and my post also was saying very clearly that my weekly numbers and my hourly numbers are matching. So it's not going to be easy to break this current PRZ and for Nifty to close above it. That is what I've been saying all the time, and that is what I'm saying even now. So until it closes above that, there is no problem. Now I hope that is on the Nifty part. Okay. Now to come back to your question on the general thing, if I'm going to trade Nifty or Bank Nifty or any other stock for just 1 or 2 days, right, I will go with the hourly chart. If I'm going to trade, I'm going to take a trade for in a few weeks perspective, then I'm going to use a daily chart. And if I'm going to trade for few months, then I will probably take a weekly chart. Now, how do I select? That depends on whether a pattern is getting formed or not. Okay. Now here there is a pattern forming. Here there is, at present there is no pattern forming. But I'm assuming that if this is not breaking, I showed you what pattern it can form. So I will have to wait and see whether the pattern that I'm expecting gets formed or not. As of now, on the hourly chart there is no pattern, right? This is on the 4 hourly chart. There is no harmonic pattern that is getting formed. It may form, okay? So it probably, I showed you It can come down here or here, go up, finally break the wherever it makes that low and start moving towards this level. Then once it breaks, let us say now what I'm expecting is a retracement fall, and the retracement fall will stop somewhere, probably here at 17,555 or probably at 17,665 levels, whatever, or here at 17,697, right, between these two numbers, or probably here among these three numbers, anywhere it can stop, go back, and whenever it comes and breaks the level that it forms, the retracement number it forms, right, then you can expect this number. So that is a pattern that could form. So once it goes up, comes down, breaks the level where it retraced till the point till it will be retraced, then I will definitely be getting a pattern. At that time I will post that this is a pattern, but this is what I feel as of now the pattern could be. Okay, did I answer you, Ravi?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Srini ji, you had some question. I
You
think.
had some question.
So, in summary, basically until 17,500 is breached,
Yes.
we buy on dips.
Yes.
We buy on dips, and until 18,035 is breached, we sell on rise.
Absolutely, sir. So
Absolutely, sir. So
18,035
18,035
on hourly closing
on
basis.
hourly closing.
Okay. Got that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Nanda ji, please go ahead. I think you had raised your hand. If you have a question, you can ask. Kamala Kannan, I have enabled your thing also, so if you have a question, you can ask. Anyone else who has got a question, or shall we move on? I will give you a minute.
Coming weeks.
Sorry, Kamal, I didn't get you.
Is there any possibility to get all-time high coming weeks?
See, very simple. As I told you, I'm a harmonics trader, so I keep my mind open. So my stop loss is hit, I'm out. That's all. So I don't want to assume that we will make a new all-time high. We will not make an all-time high. For me, it is very simple. As far as my stop loss holds on closing basis, hourly closing basis, it may go and form an all-time. Even touching 18,000 is all-time high, right? Even touching the 17,950 is going to be all-time high, right? 947 was the last high. So even 1 point above that is going to be all-time high. Yes, there is a possibility. There is a possibility, right? Probably, who knows, Monday if it opens here, comes back, or it opens and straight away goes up like this. I don't know. So it's very difficult to say whether a new all-time high is coming or not. For us, we are not worried about what am I going to do with knowing whether all-time high is possible or not. As far as my levels are concerned and my trade is clear, I just need a trade plan in place for the next week. That's all. And that's all we are trying to prepare here. So I'm getting prepared for next week's trade. Now whether it makes all-time high, it doesn't make all-time high, I'm not bothered. As far as it gives me money, I don't care about all-time highs now. Because it is very difficult to predict, and neither should we predict. We can only predict potential reversal zones. And that's all we are trying to do here.
Got it.
Fine.
You stick on your stop losses.
Yes, absolutely. Any trade, there is no compromise on the stop loss, and there is no compromise on hedging if you are carrying your positions. Okay, and one more point to add is that Monday, this retracement that I am talking about looks to be a possibility because of the Reliance chart that I posted, right? I just posted it on the channel. I will show it to you here. Now look at this chart. This is a daily chart. This is a channel in which Reliance was going up, touching it came down, touched the channel, went up. Now here there is a trend line. Now this is considered, you can consider this as a trend line, right? If you draw a trend line like this from here and here, you connect this, you can see it has touched the trend line exactly. So there is a good possibility that Monday this can fall, right? Reliance can fall, and if Reliance falls, mostly it may take Nifty along with it. That's my assumption. I may be completely wrong. And then I had just drawn a different trend line on Reliance, which I posted as well, right? Which is this. So this, according to this, if you go and see here, the next candle on Monday somewhere here, that's around 2723, right? You can see here it's coming around 2723 or 2720 levels, and that is exactly we had on the daily bearish chart here. So one harmonic pattern is giving me two numbers here, and there are two trend lines. One trend line is exactly what this pattern is giving me. The other trend line that I showed you now, that is coinciding with the number of this pattern. So most probably Reliance should see a fall. I may be so please, just because I'm saying don't go and just blindly short, I've clearly given a disclaimer there. Make sure your trading system gives you a sell signal, a proper stop loss, proper target, have a trade plan in your hand before you execute any trades. So this is an assumption that if Reliance falls, Nifty could also fall on Monday, and the retracement that I was talking about is a possibility, right? And that is a possibility, and that possibilities are given here already. So there are three possibilities we spoke about here, or between somewhere here with a stop loss of 17,640 closing basis, and then the retracement gets over in one of these areas and starts moving up again. That's what is the assumption, right? We can only assume things. It's a game of probability. Fine. Okay. Any other question, or shall we move on to Bank Nifty? I have not even touched Bank Nifty. Probably 15 minutes on Bank Nifty, and then we'll open it for questions. Any question on Nifty? Hello? Okay, I'm assuming everything is clear. Okay, let's move on. Let me pull up the chart that I already have. Let me check. US crude, Bank Nifty 1 hour. Okay. Yeah. Okay, this is a 4-hourly chart of Bank Nifty. So what it is forming is something like this. Okay. Now look at Bank Nifty has not formed any pattern as of now, and I've been saying, my every post is saying that a close above 38,105 and this number, you can see here the top is 38,103, the top here is 38,105.75, and the top again is 38,102. So that means this is becoming a festive resistance, and then this level here is 38,109 or 112, whatever, right? So it is very evident that this is becoming a very, very strong resistance area. Now let's mark that level as 38,10. Okay, let's round it off. 38,11. Let's round it up to 120 for safety purpose. Okay. Now, as far as Bank Nifty is not able to cross 38,120 and sustain above, and hourly candle closes above it, right, it can always fall down. So what can happen now, assuming that it doesn't cross this, right? So this is the same kind of pair, is it? Something like this. Okay. Now until we close above 38,366, you can see here this high, right? It is Every rise is a shorting opportunity in Bank Nifty. Now, but if at all we close above 38,120, or let's take the high of this candle 38,105, I'm deleting this 38,105. I'll tell you why this becomes an important number, right? 38,105. This was the post here, 38,105, right? At 2:15 p.m., just one day before, I posted, remember that Bank Nifty needs a close above 38,105 on hourly closing basis. Until it does, would not suggest too long Bank Nifty. And what happened? It touched this level here and straight away it fell. It fell to 37,700. So that's close to around 400, 300, 350, 400 points easy fall since it didn't cross. Now what is the reason for that? Okay, now the reason is very simple. If at all Nifty 1 hourly candle, let's convert it to a 1 hour candle. Okay, now let's say this is my 1 hour candle. Now if Nifty, Bank Nifty is able to cross this level, right, then I'm not going to take harmonics now, we'll go to that next stage. But look at this. Let's mark this level now. What is this level? 38,397. And let's drag it a bit down here at the bottom. What is this level? 37,316, right? And that is why I had also mentioned that when I buy 37,300, buy any dips to 575 to 550, and then I bought it at 37,580, right? That level, and with level of 37,300 as a stop loss, right? The reason is this line, which is the bottommost line, or take this line, right? So this is a demand area. This is a demand area for Bank Nifty. What is the demand area? This is the demand area, or let's say, yeah, this is the demand area. So 36,316 to 37,192 is a very, very strong demand area, and Bank Nifty is okay, safe till it is able to maintain above these levels, which is 36,891. 36,890, let us round it off. It is a good opportunity to buy whenever Bank Nifty comes to that level, if at all it comes to. Okay, this is 37,190, let us say. So these are the critical levels. Okay, now what could happen now? Why this is important? Now let us assume that this is a flag, right? A flag is getting formed. Let me remove this. Let's take a smaller flag. This is a bigger flag. Okay, let's assume this is a smaller flag, and this is a pole. So closing above 31,105 will be very good, because it will be a flag and pole breakout on the hourly chart. Number one, I hope now you understand why 38,105 becomes important. Now, second important thing, why it is important is, let's convert this into a 4-hourly chart. So nothing has changed. The number of candles are come down, that's all, right? Now, this becomes a flag and pole and a breakout. And then what happens is, you get a pattern something like this. And then this is a possibility that we go to 38, 39, 265 levels, possibility. In between, these will be the targets. If you see already, once I had mentioned these numbers, 38,500 and something. 38,530. Yeah, here. So needs to cross and sustain 38,410 for 38,530 and then 39.25 to 39.75 levels. Okay, so those were based on a different pattern earlier, but that is new 39,000 is coming. Okay, so this could be a pattern that can form. Okay, this is let us assume that this is a pattern that's going to form 260, let us round it up to 265, something like this. Sorry, 264.78. There's some issue. Okay, now this is a pattern that can get formed. Now forget about the pattern. Okay, now let's color it in a different way. Let us color this as yellow, different color. Okay, now what is the lower end of this flag? 37,664. Let's round it off to 660. See the low of this? 37,653 and high is 38,110, whatever. Now let's do this simple mathematics. 38,110, let us say 110 or let's say 120, round it off, minus 37 650. Okay, 650 is 470 points. Add it to 38,120. That's your bare minimum target. 38,590, right? So here we go. So this should be your bare minimum target. Okay, number one. Number two, if I drag it a little down, let's say it's coming to 38,090, round it off to 38,100, then it is 38,120 minus 37,100. Is that correct? Is the low correct? Or 38, what is the low of this? 38,100, sorry. 38,100 and high of this, sorry, low is 38,465. Let us round it to 460. So 38,120 minus 37,450 is 670 points on 38,120. Then you get 38,790. So that's your target. You can see here 38,761 is coming. Okay, so that should be achieved as per simple flag and pole pattern. Then add the pole. What is the pole's starting range? The starting range of the pole is 36,900, let's say 900, the low of this candle, 36,900, and the top is 38, let's say 120. Okay, so what we are going to do is 38,120 minus the low of this candle is 36,900, 1,220 points. You add it to 38,120, then you get something around 39,340, and we are getting this pattern was giving us a target of 265, 39,265. So this is quite possible. So not only harmonic pattern but simple mathematics as per your flag and pole targets, right? That's also possible. I hope the Bank Nifty view is clear now. Can one of you confirm if it's clear? Any one of you, man. At least I want to know if people are...
Yeah, on the higher side it is clear, Deepak ji.
Okay. Downside.
Okay. What is the threshold point? If it breaches, we can see a huge fall in it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Let me save this. Sir, please mute
So
yourself.
on
My
the,
voice.
Sir, please mute yourself.
So I'll answer your question, sir. Let me go to a 4-hourly chart. Let us shrink it down. Okay. This was a multi level breakout, right? You can see here. This was a long consolidation phase for Bank Nifty, something like this, right? Which is 33,990 or something, or let's say this level. Here is where we made a base. Okay, I've rounded it out to 33,900. So Bank Nifty, the base is 33,900, and here is where it gave a breakout around 35,800 levels. So as far as we are not breaking 35,800, which was the point maximum, the point of giving a breakout. So if you see this line, it gave a breakout, failed, again gave a breakout, came back, went above it, retested it multiple times, and then once it came back, and then once it broke this level, right, let us say this level main, okay, or this level 38,900. So 38,900 to 38,800, that's the very, very important range for Bank Nifty, sir. So as far as we are not breaking that, okay, it's all fine. But just like our 17,250 on Nifty, sir, like that 35,800 for Bank Nifty. Before that, this is a very critical level, just like our 17,450 to 17,435 levels on Nifty. This is a critical level, 36,900. Downside. If this is broken, if 36,900 is broken, so you may see a pattern something like this to happen. I think I got to move it a bit down. Yeah, this was around 0.5%, and then what could happen is it can probably form something like this. Let's say I'm assuming that it is stopping here, else it may go and form somewhere here, whatever targets I told you on the upside, right? All that possibilities. Probably it may go and form 39,275, I don't know. And then wherever it goes and forms, once it breaks this B point, the P point is here, which is 36,900, then you will see, again you can see here, it's coming back to 35,709, which is again probably intraday it may touch this level, 35,709, and then again go back, right, and close above 35,800. So as far as Bank Nifty is above 35,800, it is safe. If at all the day it breaks and closes below 38,500, then you may see 34,498, which is what this is showing you, and here this level is showing you 34,823 levels, 820 levels, right, and all the way down till 33,515 is possible. So 33,900, the base that it made is a very, very strong demand zone. So probably it may just touch a bit somewhere here and go back. So let's not worry about that for now. To answer your question, 36,900 is a very important level to watch. Let me delete the pattern, harmonics pattern and all that. Let's make it simple price action, right? So which people, most of you will understand. So this becomes a critical area, as this is a gap area. You can see here, there's a gap, This is a gap. 37 297, 37 356, right? And that is why I have mentioned whenever I buy, I said any fall to 37 580 570 level is a buying opportunity in Bank Nifty with a stop loss of 37 300 closing basis stop loss. That is because of this number. Let me delete this. This is because of this number. You can see here 37 297. I have rounded off to 37 300 here. So that is my stop loss for all longs. So this is a demand zone. If at all Nifty comes into this demand zone, I will buy. But the day it closes below 36,900, I will square off my positions and look for 35,800. That's 1,000 points fall from this level. Sir, I hope I've answered your question, sir. Srini sir. Okay, 1 second. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Clear.
Yes, sir. Would be good enough.
Clear, na? Okay.
Okay.
Fine. Anyone else who's got a question? Bank Nifty levels discussed. And you can see live market whenever I'm trying to buy Bank Nifty, I keep posting my charts, right? So that I don't just post the numbers, I give you a reason for the call, right? I don't call it a call, I just give a levels, okay? You can see here, Bank Nifty self-explanatory, trend lines drawn, and you can see it touched the trend line, went back. Now, you can see here this trend line is 38,100 touched, and again it's here, down only. So you can see here, this trend line here. So all I showed you is different, and what you are seeing now is different. This is posted in the channel. It's simple trend lines. For anybody who follows a trend line, this is a very, very simple trend line that's drawn here, right? And it is respecting the trend line as of now. And this level you can see, that is what I told you, 38,105 to 38,112, 120 level. This horizontal line here, critical level. Once it breaks upper side targets, I have told you, this doji candle, that graveyard doji candle that you are seeing here, if this is broken, where we can go, that also I have told you. So you can see here, when I am buying, right, I always try to post the charts. Here, reason for buy is in this chart, you can see. 1 hour chart I have used, I have drawn trend lines. So it came here, that is where I posted that 37, any dips to, when it was trading at 37,700 or something, I think. I said you can buy it. If it comes, if you get any dips, you can buy. See here itself, I have clearly said here. Will buy if comes to 37,450 levels. But then I bought before because of this chart. When I draw a trend line, I was getting a support here. So I bought it here and it went up. Now and it is getting stuck here at this range. This range is getting stuck here at this range, 38,105. So if this breaks, upper side targets and the pattern I showed you where it can go. So I hope the Bank Nifty is clear now. Hello. So
Yes, sir.
fine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for confirming. So I hope it's all clear, and I will now open it for questions. Balaji has raised his hand. Let me allow him to speak. Yes, Balaji, if you have a question, you can ask now. Nifty and Bank Nifty, any questions? Okay, I'm assuming that Bank Nifty and Nifty are clear. So I open it for questions. Any other questions, stock view we can take. Another 25 minutes I will take your questions on stocks.
Deepak, this is Balaji.
Yes, Balaji.
Could you please advise
On what? Sorry, I didn't get you. Balaji, on what?
Sun TV about the bearish or bullishness.
Sun TV, okay. If I look at this, it has given a clear reversal, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it has given a perfect reversal, probably a Gartley pattern, okay. Now, what is important is it must sustain above 538, okay. It is exactly close there, okay. Now, where it can take support is probably, I'm taking this as the low and this as the high. See, it is taking support exactly at 0.382, 38.2 retracement value of the swing high to swing low, 536.97. So it should not break the low of Friday, which it made. You can see exactly 536.97. It made a low of 537. So if it's, and then what can happen is, if it breaks this, it should take support around 523 to 520. If it breaks 520, it can fall. So what is your position?
Okay. My price is 535.
535. Okay, so you bought futures
Yeah.
or in cash?
In cash.
Okay, I think then you should remember this number. That if it starts trading below 536, you should exit and try to buy
Okay.
somewhere here at 520. But this is only not very small. What I'll tell you how it can behave. Okay, I'll try my best to try what it can do. It has gone up like
Okay.
this. Okay, it may either stop here. If it is managing to hold Friday's low, it may again go back, right? Start forming a flag and pole kind of pattern.
Okay.
Make a flag and pole, break it and go up.
Okay.
Break it and go up somewhere here, right?
Okay.
Or the other possibility is it can come from here to here, right? Then again go up somewhere.
Okay.
It can get stuck here, or it can get stuck here, or go up here. I don't know. We'll have to watch and see. But finally, if this pattern that I'm showing you now happens, okay, wherever it stops, and then it breaks this 520 level, then you can see it coming to 502 levels. So why I'm saying this is it can form a pattern something like this, either like this, go up somewhere here or here, wherever, finally, and break this and come here. Something like this can happen. So
Okay.
if you ask me if this is a share to hold for some time, I would not suggest, unless the number I told you, it holds above 536,
Okay.
and that is because of this also. You can see here, or let's say 534, you take this, right? 535,
Yeah.
let's say 535. That's all. So you can see here, right? This was a multiple resistance.
Correct. Yeah.
Here, all these were resistance. Now should act as support. If it takes support, it can go up. Again try, and you can see that whenever you see this kind of major resistance points, you should exit. You can see here. Those are multiple resistance points, right? 558
Yeah,
and all.
correct.
You should have exited, and then you should wait for it to close above the resistance point, then take a re-entry. All these are resistances, right? Here,
Yeah. Correct.
here, all these are multiple resistance points. Here.
Yeah, correct.
So whenever you are seeing a stock,
570 and 578.
correct.
Okay.
So 570, 578 levels, right? So these are the resistance points. So the first thing is, now that it is holding above 535, it's fine to hold. But here you should have exited once. You could have exited once to 558 levels here, and then wait for it to close above 558, then re-enter again. Otherwise, what happens? It just pierces,
Yes,
comes
correct.
back again. Okay.
Yeah.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Yeah. Thanks, Balaji. Anyone else who's got a question? Next.
Yeah, Deepak ji, can you please give your view on Gujarat here?
सर आप तो खुद इतना बड़े एनालिस्ट हो सर, IC और पोस्ट
अरे
एंड ऑल,
सर,
you are yourself a good analyst sir.
अरे sir, every analyst get that analysis paralysis. So I would, I ask you to give me a view on this.
Which one?
Gujarat here.
Okay. Sir, it's looking very good, sir. It is looking very good. Okay. Just very simple reason. See, sir. कुछ नहीं किया. Just marked one line. Let me remove the text. Very simple line. You can see here. This was a gap up candle and it made a big candle here, right? Now that candle's
Right,
low, that candle's low was 600 and it is exactly taking support at 600. You can see here 607. Here also the low is 607. It's not breaking 600. So as far as it is holding
Yes,
600
correct.
on closing basis, right? It will go and test. It will break this level. It will break this level, right? And then
That is what 645 something, right?
yes, sir. 645, sir. Yeah, around 646 level. It will break and then it will fill the gap here. ये जो gap था ना यहाँ पे, it will try to fill this
690 something like that.
660.
Okay.
So that gap it can fill. So what I anticipate is that probably ऐसा हो सकता है, I'm not sure, but I'm just trying to make an attempt, कि ये जा सकता है 680 levels पर.
Okay.
Okay, 660 is one critical area. Here,
Right. Because of that gap.
yes, because of the gap. So once it is done, 680 is the level, then you should start trailing from 680 levels, because here, this candle low, after this you see it never came back to this candle, right? From here it went up. See, from this candle it started going up, it never came back to touch it, right? So once
Right.
it crosses 680, then closing basis stop loss should become 670, and then you carry on your trade again, then you will get this number.
So would you suggest that 1/3 of the position should be exited at around 360?
Yes sir, of course. See, what I normally do, I will tell you, if I'm holding 100 shares, here I will exit 25%, sir.
50?
25% I will exit.
Okay, 25. Okay.
Because
Got it.
I know,
And-
because I'm expecting bigger targets, na.
Right.
So 25% I will exit, and if at all it falls back, then what happens is this range becomes my support area, right? That 25% I will buy it back.
Yeah.
If it comes back to 637 levels, I will buy it back again. Or if it comes back even here, 626, 637 levels, I will buy it back here. And then again it will go up, because my stop loss is going to be 600 only. Wherever I buy, my stop loss for exiting my holdings is going to be 600.
Right. Correct.
Okay?
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome, sir. Anyone else who's got a question?
Deepak, can I ask one more stock?
Yes, Balaji, go ahead.
Yeah, it's a BHEL.
Which one? Sorry? BHEL.
BHEL.
Okay. This was to be exited here.
BHEL.
Bharat Heavy Electricals only, no?
Correct.
This must have exited here, but that's okay.
Yeah, correct.
Now if you see, it would have taken a support at 0.382 retracement or something. See here. Right? It has taken a, or if you take this,
Yeah.
around 0.38, it has taken a retracement. It's going above. So as far as it is able to hold the low of this candle,
That's correct.
62.7. Okay. So
Okay.
as far as now,
Okay.
let's remove all this FIBO. Very simple. let's mark a line here. Now that becomes your stop loss, closing basis.
Okay.
62.25. Or safer stop loss
Okay.
is
Okay.
here. 61.6. As far as it is holding above this, there is no issue. It can go back. What it can do is probably is forming something like this, a flag and pole, right?
Okay.
So it could be forming a flag and pole like this, and then break out and go up again.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Clear now? So what could be the
Yeah,
target?
clear.
The target is very simple.
Yeah.
Equivalent box, copy the equal box, keep it on top of this box, 73.5, 73.3 levels, and if it breaks,
Oh, okay.
and if it breaks that
Okay.
low of this candle here, it can fall to 57 levels. Very simple.
51. Okay. Okay.
Clear, no?
Because in daily chart there is a gap. There is a gap in 70 levels, like the
Here,
same pattern like Gujarat gas. Yeah. The
correct.
yeah. Correct.
Here. So probably
Yeah.
it will face the same kind of thing, right? So if you take this as
So my
the,
expectation is then you fill the gap.
if it breaks the flag and pole, it will definitely, no, it will fill the gap, right? Because first is your flag's target, then your pole's target must be
Yeah.
done, no? At least 50% of the pole,
Oh, yeah. Correct.
at least 50% of your pole should be done, right? So this is your pole, at least
Yeah,
50%
correct.
of this must be achieved, right? On top of this.
Yeah. Correct.
Okay, fine. Anyone else? It's already
Yeah,
10:40, another 5 minutes, one or two questions, and we'll close it.
Sir, I am on stock.
Who is that? Sorry, can
Sir.
अंकित भाई बोलो.
Amra Raja Battery.
अरे अंकित आप पूछ रहे हो. This is very bad, man. Come on.
अरे सर कोई बात नहीं तो गुरु आप पूछ सकते हैं आपसे तो.
This guy is very good at harmonics. He is come here to pull my legs. अंकित नहीं, कौन सा अमर राजा है ना? क्यों भाई मेरा पैर क्यों खींच रहे हो?
अरे नहीं सर ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. ये सर स्टक हो गया सर जा ही नहीं रहा ऊपर रेंज में.
नहीं वो देखो ना, ये तो 4 आवरली पे फ्लैग एंड पोल बना रहा है ना, तो थोड़ा आराम से वेट करो. जब तोड़ेगा तो बड़ा तोड़ेगा ना.
अच्छा ओके सर.
फ्लैग एंड पोल बना रहा है. देखो इसमें क्या हो रहा है, ये एक फ्लैग बन रहा है आपका छोटा सा, ये पोल बन रहा है, और ये बड़ा वाला पोल है यहाँ पे. तोड़ेगा तो दौड़ेगा. इट्स गेटिंग इनटू कंसोलिडेशन, राइट? जितना कंसोलिडेट होगा उतना बड़ा छलांग मारेगा जब ये इस लेवल को क्रॉस करेगा, विच इज अराउंड 775 लेवल्स को जब तोड़ के ऊपर जाएगा, इट विल गिव यू अ बिग जंप. एंड लास्ट वीक, आई डोंट नो हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू अटेंडेड, go and look at the video that I posted. Okay, we spoke about Nifty Auto, and I said Nifty Auto is looking extremely bullish, and last week Nifty Auto index has moved by 4%, 4.5%. Look at last week's video. Somebody asked me about M&M. So when they asked about M&M, I said whenever you talk about a sector like this, Maruti, M&M, whatever, we should first look at the Nifty index, auto index. And then we saw Nifty auto index, and I said the auto index is looking extremely bullish, and it is going to blast, and all the auto stocks moved up very quickly. So Nifty auto index itself was looking very bullish. So I don't know how much it has now gone up. Let us check the Nifty auto index. So if auto index moves, all auto ancillaries will also move. So you can see here now, this is, remember guys, Nifty FMCG gave a breakout earlier. Then Nifty Metal gave a breakout earlier. Like that, now this is going to be the key. Now you see here, okay, let's change it to a weekly chart so that it's clear. It has just closed below the resistance. The day it closes above 11,100 on weekly closing or daily closing, the Nifty Auto, you will see further rally. And very अंकित भाई, ये आपके लिए देखो, ये बढ़िया बना रहा है ना, ये जो पैटर्न बना रहा है ये,
Yes, sir.
राइट, इट में गो समवेयर हियर, राइट, इससे ज़्यादा जाएगा, ये जाएगा यहाँ पे जाएगा, ये इट विल गो हियर, राइट, 12,173 पर जाएगा ना अंकित भाई,
Sir, yes, sir, easily.
जाएगा ना. It all needs a weekly close above. देखो, it has already closed above the weekly high ना, B point के ऊपर close हुआ है ना,
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
then it has to go, right. Okay, let me tell you a logic about this. Okay, let us forget this, keep this number in mind, 12,173. Okay, let's take a very simple logic, forget about harmonics. इसका रेंज क्या है अभी, 9345 और ये 11,000 है. ओके, राइट, सो लेट्स टेक 11,093, राइट. ओके, 11,093 रख लो, माइनस 9350 रख लो. ओके, 1073 पॉइंट्स प्लस कितना आ रहा है, 12,836,
12%.
and that is what we were getting na.
Yes, yes.
That's the bare minimum. So it may shoot up further also, we don't know. So that's the bare minimum as per a very simple. सोचो कि ये आपका फ्लैग बन गया वीकली पे, राइट, दिस इज फॉर्मिंग अ फ्लैग ऐसा. अब ये फ्लैग एंड पोल का ब्रेकआउट दिया ना इसने. इफ दिस इज योर फ्लैग 11,093, right, look at this point, 11,093.15, it has exactly closed at, it has just closed at just below the flag. ये फ्लैग का जो अपर पोर्शन है, it has just closed below it, but it has closed above the B point. So 99.9% it will break and go up, and the target could be, easy target could be, let's assume that ये आपका बॉक्स बनता है. Okay, this is my flag. Let me copy it and paste it on top of this box. कितना आ रहा है, 12,500 easily. और 12,200 जो हमने देखा था वो आएगा जरूर. It will come. It will take time. You have to wait.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Welcome. Anyone else? Probably the last question for the day.
IndusInd Bank. IndusInd Bank.
Guys, okay, let me call you in sequence. Vignesh first. Go ahead with your question, Vignesh.
Pharma.
Which one?
Sun Pharma.
Sun Pharma. Okay. Okay. See, it actually broke out. It has retested. Now this level is what you, if you are long, this is your stop loss. 797 closing basis. As far as it is holding above 797, it will form a flag and pole, try to go up. If it breaks 787, it will fall down, and it could retest this level, 760 levels.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Clear?
Clear, sir. Clear.
Okay. Nanda ji, please go ahead.
Sir, in a weekly, Tata Motors also same pattern what you showed in the auto index. That's what.
हाँ मैडम, लेकिन वो उसका मंथली रिवर्सल के पास है वो. सी, इफ यू टेक वन सेक्टर, not all stocks in that sector have performed, right? So the laggers will now start moving up. For example, M&M did not move at all, so it is time for M&M to move. Hero Motor Corp did not move, it is time for Hero Motor, Maruti kind of stocks to move. So things which have already moved a lot may come to a standstill, right?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So possible, right? So I don't know, but whatever charts I've made for Tata Motor, I think I just posted it also. This is the chart on the daily which I made, 395.5, it has hit and then it has come close below it. And then there is a monthly chart also that's posted. Here, there is a monthly chart and it's got a reversal of 395.45 to 415.2. So जब तक ये 430 के ऊपर और 430 के ऊपर नहीं क्लोज होता है, then I don't think Tata Motors has any more steam to left. So what it should do is, ideally, I told you this, and see what I mentioned here, just like Reliance, okay. Now what can happen to Tata Motors is that, because it's a monthly chart, okay, let me load Tata Motors. So people who are in Tata Motors who are long, it is best and apt time to book at least 70% of your holding. Okay, I'll tell you why. See, if you look at this chart, people will say it is a flag and pole breakout, right?
Yes, sir.
Now this is a flag and pole breakout, but you must remember this is a monthly chart. So a close above this number, which is this number 360, 358, 360 is very important, right? Now
On monthly basis.
on monthly basis. So what I had mentioned is that already here, look at this. This was my post before that the news came, right? That Chennai Tata Motors is taking a deal to take over Ford's Chennai plant. So I very clearly said, if it fails to cross 382, a good fall to 360.8 is level is expected, and if that breaks, it will fall to 353, 345, right? And the reason is the breakout level is 360. So what happens normally, if this pattern fails, if the peer result is respected, it will come back to retest the place from where it gave a breakout, right? So 360, it should come back. So if there is a chance, and what is better is to wait for it to close above this level here. And you see 430, you can see this level. Nanda madam, you see here,
Okay, sir.
it touched
Yes,
430
yes,
and then
sir. Yes.
देखो 430 से ये कहाँ तक गिरा था? ये गिरा था 265,
Yeah.
right? Now the same thing is what I am also
Yes, sir.
saying, that the targets are bigger. Okay, let me remove the box here. So what can happen is, if it reverses, it will fall till here.
Okay.
So the first target itself will be around 265. Huge fall. So when the risk reward is not favorable, if you are already holding, it's better to at least exit 60%, hold remaining 40%. So अगर 60%, if it falls and if it starts coming to 265 and takes support there, you can add there. But if it breaks 260 levels and closes below, you should exit completely, because then the bigger fall will happen and something like this could happen. So if at all the day it breaks 260 levels, what you can expect is something like this. $180.
Oh,
Anti-crab, it's called an anti-crab pattern at 180. So 260, if it breaks, 180 is almost definite. So why to hold? So it's always good to book profits.
okay, sir. Thank you.
All right. Okay, sir. Srini sir, last question from you and we are closing it, sir.
Sir, IndusInd Bank. Thank you.
Sir, same thing, sir. It has given a breakout. You can see here. It's a flag and pole breakout on the monthly chart.
Monthly chart. Okay.
So this is on the monthly chart. So we need to see let's take here. It's getting closer to the half bat on the monthly, sir. 1261. You can hold it with a stop loss of 1120 closing basis if you're holding the share, which is the breakout point also. You can see the high of this candle.
You can see the high of this candle. Yeah.
That is 1120.
That is 1120.
So that becomes your stop loss.
So that becomes your stop loss. So that becomes your stop loss.
Sir, please mute yourself. Yeah, thank you. So if it holds 1120, then it can go and hit 1261, and probably from there it can fall again.
That should be good. Thank you.
All right. Fine, sir, and thank you all for joining. We'll close that session. I hope you guys liked it. I hope it was informative.
Thank you, Deepakji. I would like to tell you that this is the first web seminar which I have attended from the beginning to the end in my entire life.
Sir, I'm honored. Thank you very
You
much.
are really very good.
Thank you very much, sir. I'm really honored. Thank you very much.
My pleasure, sir. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
sir.
sir. Good night. All right. See you, guys. Thank you. Have a good weekend. Enjoy yourself.
Okay, sir.